Morning campers. This is Tim of Iron Earth 701 out for another adventure, and I'm at Padre Island right now at the North Beach camping area, or I should say, I'm south of the North Beach camping area, an area that's restricted from vehicles. So I'm kind of an area that's sort of set aside for backpackers, I guess. Anyway, I wanted to. It's pretty warm here. It's going to be May 1st on Monday. So it's pretty darn warm down here in Corpus Christi. So I brought something I haven't shown on a video before, which is my quilt. It's a homemade quilt that I made a number of years ago, and I've never done a video. I never showed a video. I've used it a couple of times, but I've never had a video of it. What this is if you've got a Costco membership, every so often they have this quilt, this down quilt that they have available. I think it's called Double Black Diamond, relatively inexpensive down blanket. What I've done with it is on one end of the down blanket with buttons, let's see if I can show some here. With buttons, I created a foot box. So at one end of the quilt, there is, let me show it here, sort of, let's see here, you can see there's the opening. And then this is the foot box that I've created using buttons. So I've added buttons on this end of the quilt. And it's not a super tight foot box, but it's a foot box nevertheless. It's a foot box to keep, this, your feet inside of it. I do use it with my my sleeping bag liner. So I use my standard sleeping bag liner, which is still sleep inside this. But then I have this quilt on top of me just to make sure I stay nice and warm. I was plenty toasty last night, even though there's a really good stiff ocean breeze. And then on the other end of this, I created kind of a homemade way to loop it onto your air mattress. So this part here would go over it's got a little plastic hook here, one end of this, over here to the other end here, where I've put a loop for it. So there's a loop, will connect to this, and then that'll kind of loop under the air mat to kind of hold it on top of me. But it was so warm last night, I didn't really care. It was well into the 60s last night, even though it was a nice ocean breeze. This arrangement is plenty warm enough. I might be tempted to try it down into the 50s, but right now this is my 60s and higher arrangement, just to make sure that I stay plenty warm. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys how I'd made that using buttons. Had turned, because it's really hard for me to sew, but I certainly can use a hammer and put in buttons. So I created this double black diamond quilt, or this double black diamond blanket from Costco. I was able to turn into a very warm weather quilt. All right, I'll take some video of the tent here and how I'm set up, and some comments about camping on Padre Island as well. I've got some definite opinions. It's a little disappointed, and compared to the last time I was here. All right, I'll see you guys on the trail. I'm gonna make myself some quick breakfast here and get out, because there's gonna be storms tonight, and I cannot be this exposed on the beach in thunderstorms. There's no cover whatsoever. All right, see you on the trail. Bye-bye.